Welcome back, guys. Miss Best here with your week 4 PE activity. This week and next week, we're going to be working on locomotor and non-locomotor skills. So before we start my instruction of locomotor and non-locomotor skills, you are going to come on over on the classroom and click on the locomotor Tabata exercises. And you're going to need this sheet up. You've been doing Tabata, so you're going to continue to do that. But for each round, you're going to be working on some locomotor skills. Now, this is the one that we're doing in the class, so students are going to be on their home base spot. But for you, you just need to find a general area where you can be safe. Maybe just put something on the ground, a spot, some general area where you know you can move and do some locomotor skills. So after you have that one up, then you're going to go to the warm-up Tabata music and you're going to do the locomotor warm-up, right? And it's going to be for 4 minutes. So I'm going to have you go ahead and pause your video while you do the warm-up. And then after the video, I will be back in 4 minutes, starting now. Back. Hopefully you just got to get up and do some good movement and kind of have an idea of what locomotor skills are. So the next thing we're going to talk about before we talk about the difference between locomotor and non-locomotor is your standards. So looking at our standards 3rd grade, you're applying locomotor skills in a variety of movement settings. 4th grade, apply movement concepts to the performance of locomotor skills in a variety of movement settings. 5th grade, describe the benefits of working productively with a partner to improve performance. And 6th grade, evaluate the performance. So 5th grade, I went back and realized you had the wrong one. So now the right one's on there. Apply locomotor skills in a variety of movement settings while applying the appropriate movement concepts as the situation demands. Okay, so we've got our standards there. All right, so the next thing we're going to click on is now we're going to talk about the difference between what are locomotor skills and what are non-locomotor skills. Locomotor skills are skills in which you use to travel from one place to another place. And as soon as I show you this poster, you're going to go, oh yeah. Non-locomotor skills are skills where our body is moving, but we are not changing our location. We are staying in the same exact location as we were. So we're not moving from A to B, we're staying in A the whole time. Locomotor skills, we're going to move from A to B. So as I click on what are the locomotor skills, right, here are the locomotor skills. And I will demonstrate each one of these. Some of them obviously like walk and run we use all the time. So I'm not going to demonstrate those. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my camera down to the ground so that you can see my feet as we make these movements. So the first one is a slide step. On a slide step, you are going to face sideways. You can face sideways this way, or you can turn around and be sideways this way. But it basically in a slide, what's going to happen is you're going to take a step sideways, and you're going to bring your other foot together. And then it's step sideways, bring your foot together. You could obviously slide the other way. So step together, step together, step together. So if I was sliding, we see that a lot of times in basketball when we're playing defense, we're sliding our feet step together. Okay. The next one, next two on there, walk and run. We do those all the time, so I'm not going to demonstrate those. Gallop is similar to a slide. You're going to be facing forward, and this time instead of stepping sideways, you're going to step forward and then bring that back foot together. Step forward with the same foot, don't switch your feet, bring your back foot forward, step together. Oftentimes people refer to galloping as if you were being a horse. So it's step together, step together, step together using the same foot. The next one we see on there is jump. Jumping is when both feet are together and they go up and down at the same time. We often get this skill confused with hopping. Okay? The next one we see on there is leaping. Leaping is, think about when you have that rain puddle and you want to go over the rain puddle. Oftentimes we leap over that rain puddle. It is a slow movement. So when we are leaping, we're going to start, and when we get to the area we want to leap over, we're going to hop off one foot, we're going to stretch as far as we can, and we land on the other foot. So it's like a balance. So it's similar to running, but it's a long stretch and it's a slow movement. So if I want to leap, I'm going to run, leap, land on my other foot. The next one we see on there is a crab walk. Crab walk, you're going to be on your hands and your feet, and you're going to walk. Hopping, we said that was different than jumping. So hopping, I'm going to be on one foot, and you're going to go up and down on that same foot. Obviously, you can switch feet. Skipping, that's the toughest locomotor skill there is. When we skip, we want to step with one foot, and you're going to hop on that same foot. So I stepped with this foot, so now I'm going to hop on this foot. I'm going to step with my other foot, now I'm going to hop on this foot. So it's step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. The next one is rolling, and they gave you a great picture on there to demonstrate a roll. So these are all ways that our bodies can move to get us from point A and point B. Now, looking down here where it says, what are the non-locomotor skills? Remember, non-locomotor skills are skills I use to move my body, but I stay in the same place. I do not move. So if I'm standing in this location, I can stand here and I could balance. So I'm not moving from this location. My body's moving, but I stay right here, right? Bending. If I bend down, I'm staying in the same spot. I'm just bending down. When you do a curl up, same location, your body's just moving up and down. Push-ups, same location, body's going up and down. When you're pulling on something, okay, swaying, think about hula hooping. Sometimes we can add locomotor to our hula hooping when we walk or run while hula hooping at the same time. Any type of stretch you do is going to be non-locomotor. You're sitting or standing in the same spot. If I want to stretch my arm, I'm going to stand right here and stretch it. If I am stretching my leg, I'm going to stand right here to stretch it. Okay. Turning, right? If you're turning around, okay, same location, or turning of your body, twist. Okay, so if you're just standing there twisting your body side to side, you're in the same location, right? Just turning your body. So your activity, right, for this, now in the classroom, we're doing a little bit different. We are doing a locomotor relay where the students are moving from one end of the pavilion and they are doing a little bit of tossing. They have to get this hula hoop around the cone. And once they get it around the cone, they come back and they have a different object. They're using a different locomotor skill and they have to get the object down. And then they're going to be using scoops. We have enough scoops for everybody to have their own. So we're going to use scoop, and this scoop might become our best friend so that these are going to be pretty easy to sanitize, and we have enough that everybody's going to have their own and they're not going to be sharing. So they're going to scoop the object up, so maybe a beanbag, and they're going to run down to the end white line, and they have to toss their beanbag from the scoop and try to get their beanbag to land in the hula hoop. If it does not land in the hula hoop, they have to scoop their beanbag back up and they have to run back down to their team and they take it from their scoop and put it in the other person's scoop. And that person then takes the beanbag. They're going to use the locomotor skill assigned for beanbag And they're going to continue to do that until they get all their objects down inside the hula hoop using their scoop and using different locomotor skills for the different objects they're using. So yours is going to be similar but a little bit different. So if you click on the lesson activity, this is going to be modified for you to make it easier at home. Now in this video, he does use some animals, right? If you don't have any stuffed animals, find something that you do have. Let's just say, try to find about 10 objects and spread them out, whether you do them outside or find a place in your house. And then you're going to notice that he has written down, right, some locomotor skills down here, right, with chalk on his driveway. That is totally up to you. You could just write them down on a paper. You should have 6, so make sure you pick 6 locomotor skills. It could be the same, but you need to add one more. You will need a dice if you need to create a dice. I did put some dice created number cubes that you can use. That's in K to second activity if you need that, or just use a regular dice. And basically, you can watch the video on how it's done, but you're going to roll the dice. You're going to use this locomotor skill. You're going to go down, pick up your animal, and then you're going to use that locomotor skill to come back, and you're going to bring the object, right, back to your, they have a basket. So he's going to have them stop at this basket so you could challenge yourself, right? He's talking about leaping there and ultimately get your object in the basket or the bucket. Just choose items at home that work best for you. The biggest goal is that you are working on your locomotor skills and moving around and getting objects and having the ability to work on those different skills. If you want to do all the locomotor skills, then just make sure that you write down all the locomotor skills on your dice, right? You might have to do 6 first and then a different 6 afterwards, okay? All right, so that is our lesson for this week on locomotor and non-locomotor. I hope you enjoyed this activity, and I look forward to seeing you again next week, where we're going to do a wrap up and one more round of locomotor and non-locomotor skills. Have fun. Bye.